Hello, it's Topical Tuesday, April 16th, 2019. Steve Sipress here, and what else could we talk about that's topical and in the news but this just horrible tragedy of the burning of the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Just a shame. I mean, not just for the millions of Catholics around the world, but it's a ages-old world landmark. Toby is here. Great seeing you, man. So what a shame to see that thing burn, and just to think about all the history and the works of art and the stained glass and they're talking about these intricate wood carvings, and if there's any business lesson in it at all, because I usually share a business lesson every day here, that's my thoughts go to business owners. And it's such a shame. I hear about it all the time. Oh, what do I do? I lost my website. It wasn't backed up. Or I lost all my data. My hard drive crashed. I lost everything. Didn't have it backed up. There's no excuse for that anymore. Thanks to technology, there is all kinds of different cloud services. I have multiples. I have my stuff backed up in multiple places. So even if something happens to one of the cloud services, I still got my stuff. Same thing with all of your followers, people that run big groups on social media, on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever. Like, who knows what's going to happen to those companies and those websites? And they change the rules all the time. It's their site, it's their rules, that's their data, their followers. You think they're your followers, but they're their followers until you do something to safeguard that by getting them off of that social media and onto your own list. Give them an irresistible offer. Use the WOW strategy to get them onto your own list. And then, of course, back up that list. I know somebody years ago, he had a email list of thousands and thousands of names, and every week he would print it all out. He would print out a hard copy onto, reams of paper on tens of thousands of names and put that in a safe. I mean, because, and he said, yeah, sure, that takes a lot of time and costs a lot of money in the paper, $30-40 worth of paper every week. But he's like, you know what that list is worth to me? So do you know what your business is worth to you? And think about it. As you look around, if you're not safeguarding and protecting things, just think about the Notre Dame Cathedral disaster. And you do not want that to happen to you or your business or anything in real life. It's a shame to see, but I know they'll rebuild it. And of course, when they rebuild it, hopefully it'll be stronger than it ever was before and less impervious to accidents and fires. Insurance, another good one, Toby. Make sure if you got your physical locations, that you have things with safes, things in them, keep stuff off-site, so in case there's some kind of a flood or a fire or something at your physical location, or if you work from home at your home office, you have stuff on flash drives or printouts or whatever off-site in another location. And again, you put it on the cloud. And Toby's talking about having insurance. Make sure you got insurance, especially in areas where there's flooding, because I hear all the time when there's flood damage that normal insurance doesn't cover flood. You got to get special flood insurance. So, take all those safeguards and think of tragedies like this Notre Dame tragedy next time you think of being careless with your stuff. And nothing can happen. Well, nothing can happen to that one for, I don't know, it's been around 700-800 years. It was built in like 1300 or something, like 700 years or something. So, nothing can happen to that. Anything can happen, folks. Much less money, time, and effort and trouble to safeguard things in advance instead of attempt to recover or rebuild them later. That's it for Topical Tuesday, and I'll be back again tomorrow, World Wide Web Wednesday. I'll have an internet digital tip for you. Thanks for the likes, and thanks, Toby, for the input, and anybody else that puts comment, question, concern below wherever you're watching or listening to this. Thanks for being here today, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Over and out. Bye-bye.